Good morning. Let's play some chess. 15 minutes and 10 seconds increments. There we go. And today, we have the white pieces. Against Zoran 644112 from North Macedonia. All right. Let's see what we are getting today. All right, the two knights out. Do we get a 4-knight Scotch? Do we get a 4-knight Scotch? Or do we get something wild? I believe a couple of days ago we got this move. Yes, I've seen this before, and I believe we can just take the pawn in the center. Because if knight takes, we have the center fork. Maybe he goes for a desperado. That's also an option. But this is the idea. To regain our piece. And then we will figure something out. I think we had this one time before. Okay, well, so he's giving me the bishop pair. That is nice. So we have the bishop pair. If this happens, I think I will take the pawn. I don't think I'm winning the rook because of this move. But I am winning a pawn in that scenario. He can also just protect the knight. It's all possible. Now I need to think about how I want to develop. Want a castle kingside or queenside? I don't know. I can develop the knight. There is a clear attack on the c7 pawn and an attack on the queen. But the knight can move with check, actually, and then my queen is an undefended piece, in all fairness. So I think this is losing a queen. So let's not do that. I'm thinking about developing the bishop. And what about this move? Well, then we just exchange the queens. Yeah, that looks fine. And I think, and I can castle queenside. Okay. So we just exchange queens, I think, and play an endgame. Or do we have something better? So takes. I do help my opponent develop. But it's not the end of the world. Let's do that. So this pawn is under attack, but not really. It is defended by the knight. I can throw in a pawn move, just also to prevent the knight from coming in. It's not even that crazy. And then I can castle on the next move. And yeah. This move is easily been stopped, I think. But I can try it. But it's more of a one mover, eh? I mean, I can go for it. Probably the king will have to defend. But in that scenario, maybe I can attack that pawn. And well, the bishop can develop then to protect. Or I go here, here, or here. And then I go here, threaten to double up the pawns. Or we just castle. It's also fine. I'm not in a rush. Okay, so he is stopping that that move. Now, how do we want to develop the pieces? I mean, I can still go here. It's an attractive move. I mean, it does threaten to double the pawns. And why is it good for me to double the pawns and give him the open file? I don't know. I can target those pawns in the future. I also want to develop the other bishop. But I'm not sure where I want that bishop to be. So how to do this? I can play this move, h3, with the idea to go here and slide the bishop back. But I don't know if I want to exchange that bishop yet. Well, let me think. We can also just develop the bishop and getting the rooks more active. I can also go in with the knight and exchange knights. But let's connect the rooks. And all right, well, this is not a threat. Of course, I can try to open it up, but we can double up. I mean, we can do that. It's unclear what the best move is. We can launch a pawn, attack the knight, make it move. But I think that helps my opponents. Yeah, I don't think there's anything wrong with just doubling the rooks. And improving our pieces. And yeah. Well, the benefit of doubling the rooks is that I can slide the bishop back and reroute the knight. That is actually a plan that that I would like to execute. Well, I can do that right away. This is a good move. He's trying to go there, I think. But if he does that and my rook is here, I can also just jump to the center. I can also jump to the rim, but I don't know if my knight is a good piece there. It feels a little bit trapped. So yeah, this is a good move. Now I'm considering moving the bishop. But this is annoying. I don't want to lose that bishop for nothing. I can also go back. I mean, we have time, I think, to reroute the knight. So here, here, here. Maybe let's do that. I mean, it's quite a slow game, so I think we have time to do that. There is an attack on the pawn. But here, I can just push it. There's nothing wrong with that. Let's do this. And now we have options. I do think I want to hop in with the knight right away. And I don't want to go here, I think. Because that's just a trade. Okay, knight goes there. Is he aiming for that? Well, if I go here first, then I'm kind of covering that with the bishop. Right? So here, well, I can also just take. And then we have something like a capture sequence, takes. I don't get my knight out, right? I don't get the knight out. So this is maybe a problem. I can stop everything with the pawn move. I mean, I can. I stop the bishop, I stop the knight. I do create a huge weakness here. But that's going to take him a while to exploit that, I think. Let's go ahead. Let's do that. Now I do give him a hook, so he can take stakes and open up the A file. Oops, that is true, but we are coming in with the knight. I'm not sure if I want to go here or here. I mean, the benefit of going here is that, well, in both cases a pawn can actually displace the knight. So it's also a matter of taste. It is a little bit a matter of taste as well. I'm going to the center. I'm going here. Now I'm attacking the bishop. I would assume that the bishop wants to go away. I don't think he wants to trade that bishop for the knight. I'm a little bit regretting that I didn't went here actually, but I don't think it's the end of the world. Okay, so I can take the bishop, and I will. All right, so we've got the bishop pair. That is nice. Now I can go here. That walks into this. Here, no. I think my bishop is fine over here. Now let's get the rooks connected. I think. Yeah, sure. Let's get the rooks connected. And well, we don't have to react on every single pawn move, push. But we will figure it out when that happens. Okay, so he's going for a little reroute of the bishop, which makes sense, of course. Maybe he wants to go here, attack the pawn. I can push it just to stop that idea. And then here, and then I push by. We can do that. And then we bring the other rook. Now this move is interesting because, well, first it drops a pawn. So, yeah, it drops a pawn. But it also potentially gives my opponent the this square with the knights. So that is tricky. All right. This is an interesting game, actually. Where's the first pawn break going to be? I mean, do we have still 8 pawns? No, we have 7 pawns each. It's a very close position still. A very close position. Now I want to bring the other rook. Now if he pushes that pawn, I will just push by. I think what is he preparing with that move? Here, maybe here, but then I will take the pawn. And here I will push, here I will, yeah, I can also take the pawn, you know, if I bring the rook here. But if I bring the rook there, well, maybe he brings the knight back to defend, that's possible. He can also push that pawn. Let's think about it. I think it's good to bring the rooks. It wasn't doing anything on in the corner there. Now we just have to sit and wait a little bit. So here I can also just take the pawn and but that could become a very annoying pawn. So he is defending the pawn. Now I can attack the rook. The rook will probably go there to save itself. Now is there a tactic, like can I take this pawn? Takes. I take the rook. No, but the knight takes. So that is not going to be an option. I can put pressure on the pawn with a move like that. That will probably force him to push the pawn. So here, I can also just play a move like that. But then he has a backwards pawn. And that is, and I can bring the bishop back. So here, that's also an option. And it takes away a square for the knight. So that is something. And if he is pushing the pawn, then I just take. Now by going here, I allow this move actually. I do allow that. Yeah, I do allow that. So here, probably no, we want to save that bishop. Now what about pushing the pawn? No, it's not the right time for a pawn break, I think. So here, that is quite annoying. Not gonna lie. But we can try to undermine the pawn by doing something like this. In a later stadium. So here, bishop back. Huh, is that an option? Maybe. And on that move, we go back, yes, yes, yes. Or we go here, attack the rook. So we keep the initiative. And then here, here. Still taking is not, that's not a tactic that works. So we just go back, but now what we have done is, well, it took away a square where he now can't go with the knight. So I can put a rook here, but I don't think that's a good move because of a very simple move like that. So now he jumps with the knight in. Yeah, I do think we want to take that, or we slide one back and we try to undermine that knight with our pawns. This, to be honest, what's it called? I underestimated. But there's no problem yet. I mean, we can just make moves like this. That is absolutely no problem. Ah, now he wants to reinforce the knight. He wants to reinforce the knight with the knight. Yeah, it's a close position. The knights are pretty good. Yeah, knights are good in close positions, huh? Oh, I only have a minute left. What happened? Oh boy. Okay, I have to speed up here. All right, we have to speed up. We only have a minute left. What happens? Oi, 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 oi. Only a minute. Okay. We need to speed up. We have a check here. Potentially. All right. So knight here takes. Okay, something like that. Then we want to go here. Probably. Yeah, sure. 1 minute. Oh, we wasted so much time there. Oh, wow. Where do we lose so much time? Yeah, we took a lot of time on every single move, eh? 3 minutes, 1 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute, 2 minutes. Yeah, we are taking too much time. Okay. All right. Take the pawn. Now we go with the king here. Oh, I hate playing against knights. Yes, now let's do this. Let's kick the knight out. Yes, let's kick the knight out. It's not really possible because it, well, actually, I think it is. Well, if that happens, then I have to take. I cannot preserve the bishop pair any longer. Now, what is my opponent going to do? I don't want to play that move because then the knight can hop here, and that is potentially a problem. Ooh, let's take the knight. This is a funny move, but my bishop is covering, and now I do have this move. Now I am kicking the knight, and now we are exchanging rooks. I mean, you have to go back with the knight. I don't see a different way. Let's take a rook. We can win a pawn. And I will. Let's take a pawn. Pre-move that. Ooh, and we take with check. All right. Now that we have won a pawn, let's see what is the knight going to do. Well, we active king. Active king in the endgame. Important. Oh, there's a free pawn. Yeah, that is pretty stupid. Here. Protects. Okay. Let's go here. There is a check, but then I can take. Right? Bishop is protected. That is a good thing. Now I'm not quite sure if I want to give him that pass pawn. I mean, that pass pawn is promoting really fast. Poof. Yep, that is promoting really fast. So take the pawn. Attack the knight. Let's push the pawn. Maybe that's not even a crazy idea. In the meantime, we have 2 minutes and 36 seconds. So we have some time to think. It's not a lot, but we do have some time time to think about the moves. It is looking good. It is looking very good. And, oh, he resigns. Ooh, I would have played on a little bit. I mean, I was a little bit stressing. I could have made blunders, but the good thing is that my bishop is covering the commotion square. Yeah, the bishop. The bishop won me the game. Let's see the analysis. This was more of a game I like. Less chaotic, tough in the middle game, and that knight outpost I gave him, it was just not on my radar at all. And those things you cannot miss, to be honest. That's, yeah, a lot of misses, inaccuracies. I'm not surprised by that. Still 75.6. Let's go to the analysis tab and turn off the feedback, because we know that that is what our laptop makes it so slow. Okay. So we get a normal opening for a change. Okay, so this was an inaccuracy. This was also an accuracy. What is the computer recommendation here? I think I almost blundered my queen. I think in the blitz game I did. Ah, b5. It's the same idea to threaten that pawn and check and everything, but it also protects the queen. I only saw this move, but then I was like, yeah, that's check, and I'm losing my queen. But this is also a strong move. Now you need to protect this one and the knight at the same time, because both pieces are hanging. And what's the move? The move is king f8, a6 is a move. Ah, just to... Okay. Yeah, but it is tricky because my queen remains undefended, so I can take with check. What if the king moves? Yeah, bishop g5. Where's bishop g5? Oh, that is clever. That is clever. Yeah. So you have to take the bishop. Now I can take the rook. And probably my knight is getting out. That is an important detail. I need to get the knight out. And then I'm just up the exchange. Okay, so that was an idea. Okay. Well. Okay. Well, I didn't hate it. And then we castles. And this is all fine. Now I'm curious about the evaluation. Yeah, white is slightly better. It's +1. I think it has to do with the bishop pair. I really like playing with those things. Yeah, this was not a good idea, but I was like, if I continue with this and he attacks my knight, where do I go with the knight? a4, going to the rim. Yeah. It feels like my knight is almost trapped, you know? And now that knight has good discoveries. I think I can always protect it, but didn't felt like it was something I want to allow. Now here, knight f4 is... Yeah, it's the better choice, knight f4. Yeah, I knew it. Oh, I played b3. Is that a good move? Yeah, b3 is the top engine move. Good. Now the second, now the third, the second. It's a good move. Yeah, this is a good move. Restricting the knight. Now the rook comes. Now knight f4. Yeah, I went with the wrong direction. but he didn't protect the bishop. So, well, it is protected, but it didn't save it. So now knight takes e6. Yep, definitely. Nice. And now a4 is a good move. Bishop e2. Yep, best move. Good. There was a slight inaccuracy. And now king b2 is a good move. Doubling the rooks. It really likes doubling the rooks. a4 is the third engine move. a4 a little bit more aggressive. I went with that. And I think now we doubled the rooks. Yes. That is nice. And now a4 still. Computer really likes a4. Oh, not anymore. Now it says f4. Okay, expanding there. King b2. Yeah, king b2 is a good move. Yeah, king b2. I like king b2. Okay. I went here. And yeah, I gave him this very strong outpost. That was... that's why the computer likes f4, to prevent that from happening. Yeah, this was a mistake on my part, definitely. Still the evaluation is plus 1.1. Oh, is the bishop back? A good move? I'm so curious. Yeah, bishop f1, saving that thing. Yep, good. And I went with f4. No, f4, that's not the right idea. King b2, yeah, getting your king more active. I went here. He came with the knight. Now takes, yep. Opening it up a little bit. Now that is the best move. Yep. Preparing c3. Yeah, this was a nice move. This is fork, losing the rook. And to be completely fair, this wasn't on my radar at first. Because of the time, I was just focusing, nice, now I can take the knight out. So I did that. This is actually a mistake. Okay, that is a mistake. Yeah, it is a mistake. I shouldn't be taking that knight. B takes c4 was the better option. B takes and then play c3. So it does like c3, but in a different... Oh, c3 is now the second engine move, but it just equalizes. Okay. So we go here. Now he has to go back. That is a blunder. What should he have done? Taking the pawn maybe, but that loses the rook. Rook f8. Oh, but that's clever, because if I take, he... No, I don't know. So I take the knight. I think he comes in with check. c3 check. But I go here, right? c2. And now he takes the rook. Now I take the pawn, I guess. Oh, I'm down exchange. How that happened? How did that happen? Yep. Oh, yes, I take the knight and he takes my rook. Yeah, of course. Huh. But this is such a stockfish move, you know? I mean, that's not easy to spot. So here we traded pieces. Yeah, and here he blundered the pawn with check, and I should have taken the other pawn as well, of course. But for some reason, I spotted it too late. Well, I had some time on the clock, but... Yeah, and here my opponent... well, it is +8. It is +9, +10. It's difficult to stop. All right. Well, that was a fun game. I want to thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Please, if you're still watching, please like, subscribe, or leave a comment. I really appreciate that. And enjoy the rest of your day. And I hope I will see you back tomorrow for a new game. Goodbye.